Are there too many McQueen diecast variations? Is Sarge's Surplus Hut Precision Series worth your money? What other Precision Series buildings should be made? And why were Van and Minnie released in the Cars 3 series when they didn't even appear in the movie? Well, welcome back everybody to episode 2 of Ty Talks. Today we are going to be talking about those 4 subjects I just listed. So sit back, relax. If you didn't see the first episode, here are the rules. I have 5 minutes to talk about each subject. So guys, go directly to the 5-minute mark if you want to hear topic number 2. Topic number 1, which I'm starting now, is are there too many McQueen variations? If you want to hear about the pricing of Sarge's Surplus Hut and if it's worth your money, go to exactly 5 minutes in. Go exactly 10 minutes in to hear about more Precision Series buildings that should be made, and 15 minutes in to hear about Van and Minnie. So let's get started. Are there too many McQueens? Well, you can never have too many McQueens. You know what they say, you can never have too many like Green Army men or too many Lego minifigures. You can never have too many Stormtrooper toys. And I don't know, it all depends. I mean, as a collector, is it insane how many McQueens there are? There, ironically, are about 95 of him. Well, there were about, 3 years ago. Now with Cars 3, there's a whole new batch of them. So, should there really be all this many? So, I want to take this from a business perspective. Up first, come on, McQueen's the main character. You got millions upon millions of little kids absolutely adoring Lightning McQueen. So yeah, you're going to want to sell a bunch of McQueens. That way, no matter what store you go to, he's readily available in some way, shape, or form. Even if the store doesn't have a regular McQueen and they have a, looking at my collection here, if they only have a spin-out McQueen, you still have a McQueen, and the little kid can still play with the McQueen. And also, McQueen's the main character. He goes through a lot during the movies. Just like how there are a ton of Cars 2 Maters, there's a ton of Cars 1 Lightnings because they were the main characters in those movies. Now, Lightning, again, he's the main character, so you gotta have a ton of variants of him. There's so much that you could do. And of course, as a company, their goal is to make money. But are they really going to make money if they sell some weird, ridiculous versions of him, like Nature Drive McQueen? Yes, I bought a Nature Drive McQueen, and I don't regret it. So, here's the main question, of course. Are there too many? It all depends on your perspective. I personally believe that the amount of McQueens, if you're a new collector and want to get all the cars, the amount of McQueens is stressful, but the amount of cars in general are stressful. Sadly, though, the whole collection, my collection, I have about 45 McQueens and 350 cars. So, I almost have 50 McQueens and 350 cars. In fact, I have 80 Radiator Springs residents in total, or almost 100 at this point. And so, the amount of main characters are insane. Now, McQueen, yeah, maybe Mattel have a little less of the variants, focus on, re-releasing some of those Cars 1 variations, or, of course, Cars 2 variations should be re-released. I don't think they should just be cranking out McQueen after McQueen, especially now they're running out of McQueens to make. What's going to be next? McQueen with Water Splash? McQueen attached to the Stanley statue? Who could have come up with that stuff? What ridiculous person. I'm just kidding. I actually came up with those two. So that's awkward. Now, what I liked about Cars 3, what I didn't like at first, but now I've realized it's kind of good. There weren't too many variants of McQueen in Cars 3. Sure, yeah, there's paint job variations, and that's how it was in Cars 2. He had one main paint job, and his tires changed. Well, he had 2 paint jobs. But, I mean, the Cars 3 ones, yeah, there's going to be a few, probably 3 or 4 released next year. Or, sorry, this year now. And, in all honesty, like I said, you can never have too many McQueens. It just may be overwhelming. Wow, I feel like that last segment got nowhere. I felt like I was just repeating what I said over and over again. But, well, now this next category should be pretty interesting. Sarge's surplus hut, is it worth your money? Now, compared to Fillmore's, which was the same price as Sarge's at release, Fillmore's, you got so much awesome stuff there. You have the hut, you have a very detailed interior, you have an awesome glow-in-the-dark Fillmore, you have a bunch of other cool stuff. He comes with an oil can, you have all the stuff that you can move and spin, you have the cool, cute little car on a spring. Then you get over to Sarge's. Well, Fillmore has an amazingly decorated interior. If you really look there, all the oil cans have a name. Hopefully they're all movie accurate. Even cooler, if you look on the other side near the beads, which is another awesome feature. I'm so glad they brought in from the movies, because without them that would be inaccurate. All the cool beads that Fillmore can drive through. And the great thing, on the inside, it's so detailed. It's really hard to see, but he has a counter with I believe it's actually a cassette player, and like the tray is open so you can put in a cassette. It doesn't come with a cassette, but it looks like a miniature cassette player. Taking a look at it now, and it has 2 speakers on the sides, and every single part has a name. He has raspberry, seaweed, soy, yucca, wheat, prickly pear, oat barn, or whatever it says, corn, and one that I can't see because it's light writing on, light lettering. And then you go over to Sarge's, which I personally don't have, so maybe I'll respect it a bit more once, or if I do get it. Now, the Sarge is one of my personal favorite Sarges, but we'll get to that in a minute because I have a cool story to share about that Sarge. Now, the surplus hut, let's see here, it's gray. You have the mailbox and the flag and a bunch of other cool little details. When you get on the inside, you can lift it off the roof. Come on, Mattel. There's a few boxes in there and that's it. I mean, hooray, who wants to go to my store and buy some surplus? Nope, it's just crates. Whole lot of crates. Nothing but crates on the inside. And, I mean, we see the interior in the first Cars movie. It's full. There's shelves and a bunch of awesome stuff. Mattel, this is your worst work yet. This is really, really bad. You could have put so much more into the interior. Ugh. But is it good? In all honesty, I think it's the worst Precision Series set. But Ramones, I really don't like Ramones. Ramones look so empty from what I've seen. I won't be able to give out my official opinion. The outside of Ramones looks great. The inside, just like Sarge's, isn't that good. Sarge's lights, pretty cool, very nice. But, yeah, I feel like they're kind of going down in quality, except for the Cozy Cone. That's great. The 3 that I have, which are my personal favorites, the Junkyard, Cozy Cone, and Fillmore's, and my other favorite is the updated Costadal tires. I, of course, have the original. Those have so much effort put into them, and I kind of feel like the Surplus Hut and Ramones are failing. Also, let's talk about flows for just a quick second. Obviously, I'm supposed to be talking about Sarge's, and I'm going a bit off track. But what I just want to bring up, flows is no different than the normal one, barely at all. Let's see, the oil cans are painted in, and the lights are better. So that's good. But, heck, I mean, the regular flows is really tiny. You can't even fit a deluxe. You can't fit a deluxe in there, or one of the Cars 1 delivery trucks. You can fit red in there, I'm pretty sure. I don't think you can fit upgraded red in there. What Mattel could have done easily is, well, add more spaces. I believe there's 8 spots in the actual one, in the actual V8 Cafe, and the sad thing is, it's so awkward and uncomfortable to try and fit all the cars in the 6-car V8 Cafe, all the cars in the town. That's why in my videos I usually just put 2 or 3 in at a time. So, to finish off, I know this is insane, but I'm going to say Sarge's Surplus Hut is worth your money. It's hit 40% off on clearance on Amazon.com, and it's being found at some stores for insane clearance. Go buy it as soon as it drops in price. So, speaking of Precision Series buildings, now it's time to discuss which buildings should be made. And beyond buildings, I want to say locations. What about a Precision Series racetrack? Precision Series Florida 500 would be the most expensive set ever. But here are my ideas for sets anyway. Now, if you look on the poster that comes with most sets, some are worse quality than others, the posters and the sets. Outlined are the buildings that presumably, most likely will be made, and they're the only ones that are labeled. So, Radiator Springs Courthouse and Fire Department is going to be made. Luigi's has been made. Ramon's is coming out soon. Lizzie's will be made. Flo's has been made. Sally's has been made. Doc's Ornament Valley Mechanical Clinic will be awesome. I always actually forget to include that in my diorama of Radiator Springs. I gotta work on that one. I gotta add that building. Sarge's Surplus Hut. Sorry, I'm going in the wrong order. After Doc's Mechanical Clinic, Towmater, Towing and Salvage, Sarge's Surplus Hut, made, Mater's made, Fillmore's made. 11, the Piston Cup Racing Museum or Glen Rio Motel. Yes! Why didn't they change the sign? In Cars 2, you could clearly still see the Glen Rio Motel sign. That doesn't matter. Please, Mattel, make the museum. Please, make it now. Now, sadly, the things that are just outlined and not fully filled in are awesome. The abandoned buildings. Now, I believe that the abandoned buildings are really small, so what you could do is you could just bundle 3 together and like a cheap pack of just 3 bundled together. I believe there's 6 or so, or 9, 14, can't be 14, whatever though. Anyway though, that'd be awesome. And Flo and Ramon's house, super hard to see in the first movie, but Ramon is painting the fence to their house. In Cars 2, Red, when we pan, the camera pans, we see Red driving into the town at the very end while Mater's telling his story. Or Red's driving into the VA Cafe. He was already in the town. You get a nice, clearer shot of Ramon and Flo's house. And I'll probably use this for maybe one of Friday's topics, and I'll call it the mystery of Ramon and Flo's house. The most forgettable Radiator Springs building. And wait, you know that Custom Collection TV has? He's got a custom gas station that's behind Fillmore's. So what about that, huh? Ugh. Whatever. So I say make all those. Now, beyond Radiator Springs, where are they going to go next? What cars are they going to make? I believe after that they're going to make, after the Townies are done, which they almost are, then they're going to make Mac, which has been confirmed. After that, I believe they'll make the King and Chick Hicks, and DJ Booswingo and Snow Rod, hopefully as light-up cars. And beyond that, Cars 3 hopefully will see cars from Cars 3, Storm, Cruz, Danny, Cal, Bobby, at least those guys. But for the buildings, Willie's Butte. How awesome would a Precision Series Willie's Butte be? Obviously, I have my little custom, but real Willie's Butte would be awesome. Other than that, moving outside of Radiator Springs, a racetrack would be amazing. I want to see a little set for the highway. Just like a little, or you know what they should do? Road extension packs. Just packs of road would be nice, of course, to have just some road to connect all your buildings and make them look nice. The road that's included with the Precision, of course, not the cheap-looking grayish road from the original sets. I have both, obviously. Rusty's Racing Center, the Dynaco tent would make a nice cheap set, and it could come with Light Up the King. I don't know about you guys, but who wouldn't want an oil rig set? How about an oil rig set? Cars 2 oil rig. Or the Tokyo bathroom, or a Tokyo party set, or a Tokyo building. One of the places from Italy, and the Queen's Palace in England, and beyond that, do whatever you want, Mattel. So, up next, Minnie and Van, the two tourists that, of course, famously got trapped in Radiator Springs in the first Cars. And then they returned in Cars 2. Then, they were released as a Cars 3 2-pack, and I finally got them. I wanted them so bad all my life. Finally got them. When I was in the theater, I remembered, hey, Minnie and Van are going to be in this one, when I was in the theater seeing Cars 3. Explain yourselves, Disney and Mattel. First idea, the first thing I think. Now, the first thing I think is definitely movies change over time. I mean, heck, I'll do a Ty Talks discussion on the original concept for Cars 3 on Friday. And so, Minnie and Van just didn't make the cut for the final product. They could have been in an original draft. Easy, simple, that's it, done. But there's more reasons. Number 2, business. Remember what I said with Lightning, if you watched that first segment. More McQueens are made because business. A business's main goal, Mattel, of course, being a business, their main goal is to make money. So, what can we get from that? What can we understand from that? Minnie and Van are super rare, especially Minnie, who used to only have a few listings on eBay as a single. They are so rare, they were so expensive, and you know what? Mattel is doing it so that they could get more money because they're a business. They're doing it to get money. Boom, case closed. But let's just speculate here and say they were going to be in Cars 3. What could they have done in Cars 3? Alright, the first thing, they could just be, I don't know, maybe there was a side plot. Finding Dory had a canceled side plot that would focus on Marlin and Nemo more. Maybe, just maybe, they had a similar subplot for Cars 3, a secondary plot line. That instead of focusing on McQueen and Cruz 24/7, they could, I don't know, focus on the other townspeople. Makes sense why Sheriff was in the first line of mini racers, the first wave. He didn't even talk in the movie. He wasn't even released in the 2017 Cars 3 line. Well, he was as a plastic car for some reason. So, Minnie and Van, maybe, just maybe, they were going to be part of the movie once. But I honestly think Disney was like, alright, because Disney gives Mattel the lists, I'm pretty sure, for the cars. They'll give them a list and some pictures so that they can make the car. Which, of course, is why cars are inaccurate sometimes, because maybe they only get a few pictures. We'll say that. And so, Disney could tell Mattel, hey, release these guys along with the list of other Cars 3 cars. Who knows, guys? Maybe they were canceled from the 2017 main line. And, they could have been canceled 2017 mainline cars, and they're like, you know what? We still want to release these. We know Cars 3 is coming. We know we'll have to cancel a ton of cool cars. Jake Kirby Gremlin with weapon. Sorry, Jake Kirby Gremlin with weapon. Sorry, I had to cough there. Obviously not, I'm kidding. But, yeah, Minnie and Van could have been canceled. RS line cars. Other awesome cars were canceled in 2017 too. Miguel Camino with flames. Raise your hand if you would have gotten that. I'm raising my hand currently, and I'm assuming a bunch of other people are. This just got awkward. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Ty Talks will return on Friday, and again on Sunday, and again on next Monday. 4 episodes a week equals to, let's do the math, a lot.